Batman Superman issue 10 goes to the past where Superman battles Ultrahumanite on the streets of Metropolis. The villain says that he would explain why he needs the device he's stolen, but the hero wouldn't understand thanks to his small mind. The villain throws a car full of people at Superman, who knows the device is an atomic sequencer and that Star Labs is still testing it. The device's case soon cracks, so Superman tries to rescue the villain, but it's too late as it explodes. As the smoke clears, Superman says that he wants to help the villain get it to Star Labs, only to find the better half of the gorilla has been blown apart. Ultrahumanite weakly tells him to save his pity, since this is just a body and his mind is strong, as he dies. In the present day Batcave, Batman looks over the dead body of Atomic Skull as Superman remembers how Albert Michaels became the Atomic Skull. He knows Bruce also hasn't been talking since they got the body back to the cave, and he knows that it was his fault that Skull exploded in Gotham. As if he was reading his mind, Bruce tells Clark that it's not his fault, knowing the hero was thinking that since after all he is Clark. Clark asks why Albert was in Gotham since the man he knew would never do this, but Bruce thinks that maybe he doesn't know him as well as he thought as his head begins to hurt. Clark tells him that he was near the explosion when it happened and he needs to rest, as the news calls for Clark Kent to be blamed in what Atomic Skull did to Gotham, since the city has enough of its own troubles and they don't need any from Metropolis. The news continues to talk about Atomic Skull, calling the man a criminal and a killer, but Clark knows that's unfair since they don't know why he exploded yet. Bruce, however, has found out, pulling a Wayne Tech microchip from the villain, which he knows is a remote detonator, like the one from his exploding batarangs. He knows when he looked at the Gotham PD officer drones who chased Atomic Skull, he found no Wayne Tech devices in them, but a mixture of things from Cord Industries, Star Labs, and LexCorp. Superman knows that someone is experimenting and turning people into drones and bombs, wondering if they were alive when this was done to them, but Bruce won't say, instead donning his cowl and telling Clark that no one could break into all of those labs at once, but there is a one-stop place, the Gotham Industrial Clean Waste. Bruce tells Clark that the factory disposes of items that can't be disposed by local or standard means, and that they are recycled. This factory also happens to be the place where all of these companies' tech which was found in the drones is dumped when it is outdated. Breaking into his own factory, Batman heads to the closed security network, knowing that it has to be the only way where they can find where the parts came from. Superman can see the faint hint of radiation from Atomic Skull there as Batman tracks down the shipments, which include the atomic sequencer Superman remembers taking from Ultrahumanite. He tells Batman that he thinks Ultrahumanite is behind this, as a man says that it's heartwarming to hear the hero speak his name. The man is revealed to be a drone of the Ultrahumanite, who says that while his heroes disposed of his last lot of drones, he knows it's because they were too weak, but the mind is what matters. All of the factory staff surrounds them as Batman points out that thanks to the decomposition, it looks like the men were dead before they were altered into zombie cyborgs. So who knows when the villain took over the factory? Superman scans them, finding the same parts that they saw in Batman's cave, but also Atomic Skull's radiation emanating from them. As the heroes battle the zombie cyborgs, Ultrahumanite is impressed with how both of them work well with one another, wondering what Superman's strong body would be like with a strong mind in it. One of the zombies begins to catch fire, the same fire Atomic Skull burned with. Batman tells Superman to get the bomb out of the city, so Superman speeds the man high above the city as he explodes. Superman races back to the factory, only to find the zombies and Batman are all gone. In Ultrahumanite's Gotham Harbor cave, Batman awakens, listening to the villain talk about how it's been his life work to prove his mind was greater than the body, and he's trying to prove it to himself, but every attempt he has had has failed. The villain is glad the hero is awake, since he wants to ask him a question, wondering if he feels inferior while with Superman, but the hero doesn't answer, instead asking what the villain wants. Ultrahumanite says that he wants to kill Superman, and Batman will help him do it. The hero manages to free himself, but the villain anticipated it, saying that it will be easy if he just does what the villain tells him to. Batman refuses to be turned into a bomb, but Ultrahumanite gleefully says that he loves being a proper villain, activating a controller and revealing that he already turned Batman into an Atomic Skull bomb, and he will be remembered as the mind who killed Batman and Superman. Batman Superman issue 10 was a really fun continuation of the Ultrahumanite story that actually had some surprising developments in it, particularly with the cliffhanger ending. I really enjoyed Superman and Batman's narration and how it both nails their character, really reminding me of the early 2000s series that often had loads of that type of narration and scenes scenes where both knew exactly what the other was thinking or what they were going to say. The ending with the Ultra Human Eye actually doing a smart thing and turning Batman into a bomb while he was unconscious before giving his evil villainous monologue was loads of fun and a complete departure from what I thought was going to happen with Batman getting free and fighting the Ultra Human Eye. So I can't wait to see Batman being forced to battle Superman next issue. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.